103.9 KGRT, Nico Moon, and good time.
Time now for your question of the day. Brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Markets of Las Cruces. Fresh produce, bread, meat, honey, food trucks, handmade art, music, and more. Every Saturday and Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., downtown Las Cruces.
That's right. It is time for our question of the day, which is brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. It is Wednesday morning, so I don't know, might want to make a visit downtown, get some cool things, enjoy your day. Yeah, that's the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. But anyway, our question of the day today, earlier I asked if you are prepared or not. And that's basically the gist of the question right here. Because some people think ahead and are prepared for anything. Boy Scout motto, be prepared. While others live in the moment to moment and never think ahead. But where are you? That's right. Are you a planner, a prepper? Do you have enough food and fresh water stored away for the zombie apocalypse? Or will you be scrambling when the zombies start getting busy? That doesn't sound right at all. Now, if you are not a planner or a prepper, do you have a friend or family member who is, or do you know even where to go when the trouble starts? But, that's if the zombie apocalypse happens, which isn't planned at least for another 3 weeks or so. But the gist of the question here, are you a planner? Do you plan ahead? You got to make sure that everything is set and ready to go. Or are you one of those that just kind of goes with the flow and, c'est la vie, whatever happens, right? Yeah. Well, I'm a little bit of both. I do like to plan ahead to kind of make sure and know where things are going and what things might be happening right there. But there are times when, you just got to kick back and enjoy the ride. I've learned that in my many years in radio, that sometimes things don't always go according to plan. And especially even when you're hanging out with family, do things always go to plan? Do they? I know some people that really want it to, but it doesn't always go that way. So, yeah, I have learned to plan ahead, be prepared, for things that might happen. But being prepared doesn't necessarily mean having a plan. Being prepared is planning for things you don't know that will come up. Aha! So there you go. So, yeah, I am prepared to deal with things as they come along, so to speak. Most of the time. Every once in a while, something will really catch me off guard. But, you deal with it because that's what you have to do. So I would say that I am, like I said, I'm kind of torn in between the two because I do like to make sure I know what's going on. But, if things change and plans change, you just kind of go with it because you can't control everything. In fact, the only thing that you can control in life is probably just yourself. Yeah, not much else going on there because there are always other things that'll change for you. So that's my philosophy on there. But what about you? Are you a planner or do you go with the flow? That is our question of the day. So you can call those in. You can text them in at 575-523-KGRD. That's 575-523-5478. We are live on our social media pages, and you can leave your comments there as well. For our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces. All right, all the good buttons are pushed on the computer so we can concentrate on the camera. So, hey, how you doing? Midweek. Welcome to October, by the way. But yeah, speaking of like planning ahead or anything else like that, we got the whole month ahead of ourselves. Are you planning on getting things done? But our question of the day, are you a planner? Do you have to have a plan, an idea of what's going on when you get in there? Or are you one of those that just kind of, goes with the flow, kind of ride things out as interesting as they will get? It's always an interesting ride. I could be honest right here and say that, I always, it's going to sound mean. I know it's going to sound mean, but I always used to hang out or love hanging out with my son and his mom's family because it always is an interesting ride. It really is. And I don't want to say that I enjoyed the chaos, but sometimes the chaos is a little bit of fun right there. But yeah, sometimes it just happens that way, and it is a good one. Just got a text message that says, I am a planner. Things don't usually go that way, so I am prepared. Aha! See? Prepared. That's the Boy Scout motto. Be prepared. So no matter what kind of comes up with that, I think I'm the same way on that. But I do know there are a few I won't say control freaks, but there are people that like things to go as they planned, letter by letter as things go. And, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Like I said, I'm not saying I enjoy the chaos sometimes when things happen, but it does make for an interesting ride. But go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. Once again, call them in or text them in 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, leave your comments down below. In the meantime, let's see what's going on in and around the world. Elvira tells TMZ that she wants Dolly Parton to play her in a biopic about her life. She says Dolly has all the assets they need for the role. And, I kind of agree because Dolly has great legs. She really does. Awesome. I think actually Dolly Parton is a little bit older than Elvira, though. So I don't think it's likely to happen there. Also saw that Burger King is rolling out a spooky monster menu for Halloween, including items like the Jack-o'-lantern Whopper and Vampire Nuggets. Oh, that's interesting. The Whopper has American cheese, bacon, tomato, lettuce, onion, pickles, ketchup, and mayo. Sounds like a hamburger, but it is served on an orange bun with black sesame seeds. And the nuggets are shaped like fangs and bats served in coffin-style carton. These guys know how to have fun for Halloween. Yeah. And apparently, there's a bit of advice about getting your holiday shopping done early. 41% of shoppers are worried about pricier holiday gifts this year. So retailers advise starting early to avoid all the debt and everything that you kind of go into when you're doing last minute shopping. But prices are going to be a little bit different this year. So maybe it's not a bad idea to talk about being prepared, right? That's a good one right there. So once again, our question of the day today, are you a planner or do you kind of just go with the flow? It's kind of like the saying, the best laid plans of mice and men, they don't always go the way that they're supposed to. And, you adapt and you enjoy the ride. That's my philosophy anyway about things going on there. So once again, just go ahead and let me know your answers for our question of the day. Call them in, text them in, leave your comments down below. I love going over these comments later on in the day. So let me know your answers for our question of the day today. Are you a planner or do you just kind of go with the flow? That is our question of the day, brought to you by the Farmers and Crafts Market of Las Cruces.